What's going on, everybody? We got another great top recruit to talk to. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to talk to Michaela Baker right now. She is committed to go play soccer at the University of Miami. She's going to be a Hurricane. It's got to be one of the cooler mascots that you could potentially be at the next level. So congratulations, and let's start right there with your commitment. Why Miami?
So it was kind of one of those things like as soon as you walk on campus, it just feels right and like you know that it's the best fit for you. It's the campus is absolutely beautiful. I love the location. It's not in California, but I feel like it's kind of the closest you can get weather-wise to California and the atmosphere. So that's really nice. The coaches are absolutely amazing, and I just all around the entire education and everything is just great.
So you mentioned stepping on campus as a big moment for you, sort of it clicking, but leading up into that, was Miami something that you were always looking at, or how did they get on your radar? How did you get on what was the whole recruitment process like for you?
Yeah, so actually, no, it wasn't like a school that I've really even thought about, considered. I don't know why, because like Florida's amazing and Miami's so beautiful. But yeah, it just kind of happened. Like they reached out after an event. The recruiting process took about 8 months, so it was really long for me. But like, yeah, it was never really something that I thought about. But as soon as they reached out, I was kind of like, yeah, like this is awesome. I would love to go here. Like it kind of became my dream school once like throughout the recruiting process.
Well, I ask about the recruiting process because I know that no two athletes arrive at college the same way, but a lot of the soccer players, you guys have to more of do a year-round thing because it's not necessarily play the high school soccer season, get recruited. It's not, there's not a direct correlation there. For you, it was 2 years of high school, then a development academy. So, I mean, what is that like, going through just kind of a year-round cycle of just never playing or never stopping playing?
Yeah. For recruiting wise, it's definitely difficult because we start really young for us. So, like, I was already thinking about the recruiting process in the eighth grade. And then throughout freshman and sophomore year, I wasn't really getting anything that I truly wanted to bite on. And then as soon as like my junior year hit, it was finally kind of like that moment where I was like, okay, this is the time that I really need to buckle down and like get that started. So, like throughout the whole year round, it was definitely it's definitely hard to like keep playing year round, and like you have to keep on college coaches every event that you go to, and we go to about 3 to 4 every year. So it's like you have to email college coaches and call them and keep on top of your stuff all year round instead of it just being like a season. So it's definitely difficult, but it pays off for sure.
Okay, so I might be dating myself a little bit. Admittedly, some of this even happened before I was alive, but Miami has sort of a little bit of a bad boy reputation in the sports
Yeah.
world, a little bit of an edge to their personality. The turnover chain more recently with their football team. Does the same thing apply for soccer? Am I talking to one of the little bit more rough and tumble soccer players out of San Diego?
I'm definitely a little bit small and mighty for sure. A lot of my friends would say that as well. I'm definitely a little bit more aggressive, but I am, like I said, smaller, so I kind of have to be like that. But yeah, I mean,
So does that fit in
the
well in Miami? Are you going to like-minded people there? Are you
yes,
everyone's a little
for
bit
sure.
physical, a little bit mighty?
Yeah, for sure.
So that has to feel nice that you have found not only a nice place to go to school, weather wise and environment wise, but also to fit in. What was that day like when you finally got to sign and all of your work came to an end because you had a
It
new home?
it was absolutely incredible. It was so rewarding. Like it was just like, okay, this is like the moment that I have been wanting to get to since I was so young. I remember just wanting to play Division 1 college soccer for so long, and just like that moment was just absolutely incredible. I had all of my like peers playing soccer with me there as well, and then my friends and my family too, which was really awesome.
So I see that we're wearing one Miami shirt right now. Has the wardrobe slowly been changing from blue school colors to green school colors? How are you doing on your overall Miami gear
Oh my
situation?
gosh, as soon as I committed, my parents and I, we just went to the store and we went crazy. I think like all of my family combined, we have like an entire wardrobe for it, and then it's only gonna get worse too from here on out.
Oh, so the family's outfitted and ready for game day. So
Oh
whether or not
yes,
they're going to
my
travel to Miami or wherever you are on the road, there will at least be some people here in San Diego, orange and green on every soccer game day.
oh yes, for sure.
Now, are we talking all the way? Is there like a dog in the family that has a Miami out? Like, are you that level of decking out everybody you know in school spirit?
Not quite the dogs yet. They will
Okay.
definitely get there though. This season they will definitely get there. My grandpa is probably the farthest. This past Christmas we got all of my family members just a shirt or a hat or something to represent.
Nice, nice. I can dig
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We've talked to a couple of people who have made their commitments since the quarantine has started, and they're like,
Mhm.
I don't have a shirt. I don't have anything because I didn't know I was going to go there before that. So somebody mail me one. So
Yeah.
definitely props to you for already having that figured out. Speaking of all this, what have you been doing with all your downtime? I mean, this is kind
Um
of crazy.
yeah, definitely just trying to stay in shape. It's really hard, like fields are closed, so I can't even really play soccer like I want to. Running around the neighborhood is the best bet for me. Doing school, online school, which is definitely a different atmosphere for sure. And then, um, other than that, just kind of trying out new things here and there, seeing how it goes. I've been
What's some
cooking
new
a lot.
stuff?
Yeah, I've been cooking a lot, which is nice. And then just trying to dive into the arts and crafts area a lot, but that's not working out too well. So,
Okay, what kind of arts and crafts are we talking about here?
just like drawing mostly, just and a lot of coloring
So
because it's
nothing,
just nice
anything
and
you're willing to share with us from
um,
what you've put together?
I don't really have anything
Fair enough. Fair.
that's like good enough.
I
I
don't
don't
need
know.
to I
It's
don't
been
need to put
mostly
you.
like doodles and stuff, like
Okay.
nothing. Yeah.
Hey, look, we're all bored and starved for content. None of us have sports
Exactly.
to talk about, so we're figuring out all sorts of stuff. I feel like the only thing that people are really liking about online school is just not having to get up as early, but everything
Yeah.
else is more or less a drag.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like, kind of like getting up early just because it makes me start my day. But yeah, I mean, my earliest that I have to get up is around 8:30, so I mean, it's not like too bad, but then I also have all day to finish everything that I need to do. Like I don't have a set time for anything. I just have like one class that I actually need to tune into, so it's pretty nice.
So for the soccer, are you the kind of person that like you can deal with a little bit of it out of your life, or are you the dribble the ball on the head, walk around dribbling it on your feet, like still have to do something like that just to feel like okay?
Yeah, the first few weeks I was kind of okay with it. I was kind of like, okay, this I need a break. My body is just kind of like dead.
Yeah.
But then after that, I've been kind of going crazy without it. I have to work out every single day. I have to do something. I try to get touches on the ball every single day, but it's kind of just becoming like, oh my god, I need to work out otherwise I'm going to go absolutely insane. And it's a nice way to get out of the house too, even though it's just like around the neighborhood or like at my high school or whatever, it's just nice to kind of get out of the house.
What do you think are going to be some of the things you're going to miss about high school?
For sure, like seeing all of my friends every day. I'm in like a really tight knit group of friends, and they're all going different places around the country. So that'll definitely be a challenge. I'm already without high school soccer because of like the league change from sophomore to junior year, but that is definitely something that I'll miss. Football games for sure. Those are always so much fun. Just the atmosphere of high school is just something that like you can't really get anywhere else, you know?
What is it like being inside the Blue Crew?
Oh my gosh, it is so cool. Like I feel like you can see all the videos and stuff, but like you'd never know
Well, yeah.
how cool it
So what I
really
was gonna
is.
say is it as good or is it even more legit than the Alex Paz videos? Because we've all
It's
watched
legit.
them.
Yeah, it's legit. It's so much fun. It is sweaty and it is kind of gross, but it is so much fun at the end and just like you're with all of your friends like cheering for your friends. It's absolutely amazing and like just we're so good, so it makes it so much better and people put so much time and effort into it too. Like they really care about it, so that makes it a lot better too.
Now, are you somebody that was always like front row at these games? Are you stuck? Are you saying it's sweaty because you were stuck like in the middle of the crowd? Did you learn your lesson so you chilled more towards the back? Because it seems like there's a finite science to how much of one of these types of student sections someone can enjoy.
Yeah, so, I always had practice on Fridays, so I was always a little bit late, so people would show up hours before the game, like, hours before the JV game even, and they would line up on the front row of the fence, and so I never really got my junior year, I was able to get onto the fence a little bit, and that one's nice because you can see everything, so you actually know what's kinda going on in the game, but, you get pushed a lot in the back, and, like, I had bruises on my legs from the fence, and then, but yeah, my senior year, the middle of it was where I was in, just like the pit of just everything, and people were jumping, screaming, pushing, like everything. It was
So
crazy,
probably if
but
we go back
I
and
mean, I
watch
loved every
so if we
second of
go
it.
back and watch the videos, we'll see like the tops of your hands
Yeah,
is on some of his shots where he pans
yeah,
across, and it's just like
possibly you can, yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, there's her right hand because she's just in a mosh of human bodies.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I would always wait to see that link show up on our Instagram on like Saturday morning, and he's like, "Yeah,
Yes.
hey, here's another cinema quality video of what it's like to be a student
So
here." Yeah,
good, it's
so
so good.
he's going to be the one that we're all like, "Dang, we knew him
Yeah,
when he's off creating
exactly.
that kind of stuff." So, I mean, with that kind of a close connection to your school, to your friends, what have the emotions of the last 40 days been like having all this just all of a sudden taken away?
Yeah, it's definitely been really hard. It's just kind of like every day something new comes up that's canceled, you know? So, like yesterday, it was my summer semester at school is now online, which I was really looking forward to. I was going to leave in 2 months, but um, yeah, I mean, prom is now canceled, just everything is gone. So it kind of like I almost took those times that I did have for granted because I wasn't expecting it. So now it's just like, wow, I really miss everything. And when I go to my high school to just like work out or whatever, I just kind of sit there for a second and I'm like, I am going to miss this place so much.
I definitely appreciate you sharing that. I think that some of this is going to be really hard to explain to people in like 5 or 10
Yeah,
years. So it's
exactly.
good to hear everybody's intake because this doesn't hit any two people the same way.
Mhm.
But we really appreciate you sharing that with us and sharing some of your time with us. This is the part of these segments where, folks, we ask for you to stay at least 6 feet away from the athlete, but give them a little round of applause or a salute or a digital high five or whatever it is, because she is just another one of the student athletes that is going to be representing your city very, very well at the next level. We'll give her one of the, we'll give you, can you get us a U on the way out?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on with us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and sports fans, we will talk to you guys next time.